There were a few things that I never actually did in my old hardcore world that not only would have saved me a lot of time, but also looked amazing. I plan to deal with that by building a fully equipped mine, complete with a minecart system and even a skeleton grinder. And we should get right into it and do some material gathering. Diving headfirst into the project for today, as I've got a ton of tasks to get done within this episode. At the top of that list is to gather up blocks for the skeleton grinder, which will significantly speed up the building and gathering process for the rest of the builds of today. With all of the blocks now gathered up in these two chests here, we can start moving it down to the build spot. Because the first building I want to construct today is going to be the skeleton grinder. Just because that's going to help me get better tools, so that I can do the other things even faster. And that means I have time for more things. Yay! Ouch. I first gotta shriek. And if you haven't seen the first episode, if we come here behind my house, over this little hill here and down here, we have a cave. Can I land this? And I forgot a chest. Now there's really only one thing that we can start this off with, and that's making the actual farm, so I've got to get to digging here. And there's a lot of deep slate to be moved. You all have probably seen the process of building a mob grinder about 1,000,000 times at this point, so here's me doing it super fast. Alright, to start us off with the first building, I'm gonna need our bricks, granite. Where's the jeep stone? There it is. Gonna need a bunch of dark oak, some dark oak fences, iron bars is always good. Starting down here, let's start adding in a diagonal building first. And diagonals are something I rarely build in Minecraft, so let's give it a go. Well, this currently looks like a mess, so let's start extending up the walls first. And in the front here, we'll add in a few windows, and they're going to be facing this way because this is the way we're going to be seeing this building from, so it makes more sense. And well, maybe it looks a little weird from this angle, but it looks better from here. Then up on the roof here, we're going to start to add in our stone brick walls with a dark oak fence here and a bar on top, and these are only going to have bars. Then we can start bringing in dark oak up here. Coming along to the side here now, let's start adding in that staircase to get in with a spruce door. Just a few trap doors here going in just to keep us on the railing. It's no. This is the railing I'm adding in just to keep us on the walkway. And we can get in and the inside, yes. Might as well quickly pop into the inside here to add in a spruce floor first of all. And we'll add in a few dark oak beams just here because this is where the skeletons are coming down later. And for now, a copper slab. Now the grinder would work if I had one piece of soul sand, but I'm yet to go to the nether. With a little bit of digging done now, we can start adding in a second building in here, or well, is this really a building? We can decide in a second, but it does need a door. But we will extend it up at least, so kind of. And well, it all is because the door leads to this. But don't worry, this eventually will be the layer where I mine for gold. And while just finishing decorating this simple building. Actually, it's not done now, I realize. But before we get to that, let's start adding in a third building. And this might actually be a building. So we'll extend up a few pillars. Above these new extended in pillars here, I want to come in with a little bit of stone. I did want to use deep slate, but I mean, if you look around, there's deep slate literally everywhere. So the stone looks a whole lot better. But before I continue extending those up, I want to add in a few details here at the bottom. Then we can take some fences on top of these, which looks really nice if I can place it right. And then we can continue extending up the walls to the top. Then if we grab our copper slabs, some acacia slabs and planks, continue working on the building here, I added in a quick copper roof and a few details all around. And then the final thing, we just got to add in a little bit of a fence up here that we top off with some dark oak trapdoors. Then we'll add in a dark oak wood here and 2 spruce buttons, and this will be our way out eventually. That looks like a face. The minecart's gonna go out here and down here to diamond level. Ooh, diamonds? I still need to get diamond armor. And yeah, the door still doesn't lead to anything. Oh, I forgot a floor, which is why I obviously had all of these trapdoors over. Yep, that's definitely a little better. With that last floor now being in, the skeleton grinder is fully completed. Almost. But now we need to go to the nether because I need a block of soul sand. And this will go much faster this time because I have efficiency 4. And 10. Perfect. Grab our flint and steel. And with our obsidian now, where do we place this portal? Right in the wall where it's not in the way and I can't see it or hear it. And light it. Here we go. Oh, this is a really good spawn. Ooh, yes. This is really good. But I do want to grab a little bit of glowstone. Okay, but now we focus down. We need one thing, and that's soul sand. Ooh, wow, wee wah. Oh, I should have brought gold. Let's go back. A few pieces of gold. Let's make a helmet here. Whoop. And gold helmet. Thank you. You should be nice to me now. Yes, and that's soul sand. Okay, that's a soul sand valley, actually. This is so scary without an elytra. One wrong move, and this world does not exist anymore. So we're going to be extra safe because, well, I have died in lava before in my create world. Get a few here, and let's get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. And we'll dedicate this chest to Nether Adventure stuff. Now, since we did actually go through the Nether, I can do something I wanted to do and add some glowstone on here. And to switch it up, I made a few redstone lamps, and we'll have to go around this end. And that looks like it's being used a bit more. And now to get this thing working, which we need to first go down here, place this here, and then we can turn off the lights. And this is gonna start spawning first, and it's gonna be skeletons, and they're gonna shoot me with another 2 glass. And there we go. We have a skeleton grinder, and more skeletons are arriving. Perfect. And level 30, there we go. And actually even a few more levels than that. But I do have an enchantment prepped, so we gotta head up to the tower. And I really have to fix a way up because this is so slow. And up here in the tower, I have a diamond pickaxe. And with 3 lapis, I'll take that, put that in there. Lapis and fortune 3. Okay, efficiency 4, fortune 3, I will definitely take that. And I think I have, yes, I do have 1 diamond ore. I do want to keep these because, well, they're kind of rare. So 1 diamond ore and 4 diamonds. Oh my, that is very nice. But like I just mentioned on my way up here, it's very hard to currently get in and out of the cave. So I think we should address that. And for this, I'm going to need a lot of acacia wood, so I better just get to shopping. So I want this track to enter the mountain here, and then I want it to go up to there, and this is going to be the starting point. So we'll extend out a stair and a few slabs first, then we'll start extending up a few acacia stairs just like this. We'll go ahead and turn, and then go up another few blocks here. And at a quick glance at this, yeah, I think this is good because it's going to be quite a messy rail down there. It's not going to be the most effective maybe, but I think this is going to look the best. And then we could just start digging a staircase down here in the mountain a little bit before we turn down here at some point. And if we mine this way, we should come back into the cave, hopefully. Hopefully, yes. And we should pop out here. And we should also be on level 48, which is the most common level to find copper. Eventually we'll get a platform down in here as well, but for now we'll just continue the acacia across. And now we're down on Y level 16, which is our iron stop and platform coming. So we'll just continue down because now we need to head down to Y level 16. Wait, no, I am on 16. I need to go minus 16. Is that a diamond? Oh, I'm starting to reach deep state levels here now that we continue downwards. And yep, it lined up down here. Before we go ahead and add in the rails, I went back up through the cave to add in support for all of the tracks. Here I think it's really important not to overthink this much, and I know it's a lot of orange, but I do think it looks pretty good and it's meant to be very wonky. Now with the golden redstone we have, we can make 14, which is a stack and a bit. Rails shouldn't be an issue at all. I feel like I've used a ton of these rails here, so let's see if it works at least. That's a little slow, but it picks up. And nope, that's not gonna work. It works to up here at least. Good, but I think I'm gonna need more gold. Now, I've just remembered I live right next to a mesa, and you know what is covered in the underground of a mesa? Gold. There's gold everywhere. Now that's a lot more gold. It's like 2 times what I had before. And also look at this massive cave I found. This is actually one of the coolest caves I've ever seen. And this whole cave, which also is connected to an even bigger one down here. It's nuts. Future cave build, perhaps. So we're down here, place the minecart here, press the button, and we should go all the way up to the surface. But there is still one more problem. This is where it ends. And well, I want a real entrance to this mine. Within this hardcore world, my objective is to transform and fill it with builds. And to do this, I need to go beyond my ongoing projects to ensure my world stays connected. If you're as eager as me to follow the expansion of this world, I encourage you to subscribe. With my goal to reach 10,000 subscribers by the year's end, and your support would be greatly appreciated. But before I do head back, I do want to be a little more sidetracked here and add in a staircase leading up here with some mossy cobblestone stairs. Then we'll come in and add some coarse dirt in between this, just because, well, we have been using this as a path, where we then can mark out some sort of like courtyard up here where I want to add in more coarse dirt. Oh, I badly need a new shovel. Wait, hold up. I have 36 level. And I should have a diamond ore. And with a few sticks, that's a diamond shovel. No, okay. We need this on the next one now. Okay. Cutting close there, huh? Oh my god, this is so much faster and so much better. But what we can do, because we have so much coarse dirt, is we can add back in a little bit of regular dirt. And there won't be grass in that, and that just adds a little bit of texture here, and maybe some rooted dirt in the future. And then eventually I want to get a building on this side, but I do not have the time for that today. And let's see, in the middle here, let's go ahead and make a ring out of cobblestone. Then we'll extend out 2 spruce fences there and there. Come in with some dark oak on the top here. Then extend down 2 chains. I need to lower this 1 block. Oops. Can I now grab this down here? No. Now that works as an infinite water source as well. Perfect. And this is the time of one of my Discord members, Caribou. So I'll leave their channel down in the description if you want to check out what they do. But I thought this one was really cute, and well, I did modify it a little bit, but I think it looks good here. And now finally we can come down here and we can run up under the bridge. Yes. And you now have a home, Camel. Make an anvil. But I need my name tag. And we need to name tag that Mia del Scope. Just like that. And why this name? Well, I don't know. Twitch chat gets up to weird stuff. There we go. Perfect. And also as a bonus up here, I added in a little bit of a cactus storage, and I think this looks so cute. I gotta stop being distracted now and get back to the actual project of the video. And I actually have to go this way to do that because material gathering. Rummaging through my chests. Now, I had used up a few resources on the Camel Stables, but I still managed to craft almost everything, only having to venture out to cut down a few trees. And here I have all of the blocks I now need gathered up, and I've actually already started building a little bit on stream down here. And to start off, I want to grab cobblestone and some mossy cobblestone. Let's do some stairs and stuff like that as well. Starting down here, I have added in a little bit of terrain. We start off with a cobblestone foundation. And we need to take another layer here away so that we can add enough floor eventually. I don't really want a dirt floor, to be fair. We can grab some bricks, granite, and terracotta. And the first layer here will also extend in a little bit of dripstone, just because it's a little lighter. Checking to say it's an architecture stamp. Shadows at the bottom, yes. But that mistake aside, I continued to add in the walls going all the way up to the top. On top of this, now we add in a little bit of dark oak here, which will come around, and we also strip it down because it's a lot nicer texture. And then as I'm doing this, let's add in a little bit of spruce trapdoors across here. Same on the side, but not the full length, because I do want to add a thingy later there. We'll start the edge of a roof trim here going across, covering all of these dark oak across all the way over here, where we ended up like that. You repeat the exact same thing on this side now. Which then, following the stair, we can just take a few slabs here and extend this upwards into the middle like that. Obviously meeting it with the opposite side, hopefully, yes. And since I really do want to try to use all of the wood types, we're going to add in a little bit of oak here, because the trapdoors really do work as a window. And then we just extend in the dark oak on top of that. Then going super simple for the roof here, we're going to extend in a few cobbled deep slate stairs, and then come in with the slabs just half a block above the other slabs so that we get a little bit of variation here. To start off the inside here, we're going to add in a few spruce planks as our floor, because, well, it fits really well with brick. And if I'm going to be honest, spruce fits with everything, almost. So now if we take dark oak and extend that up all the way into the roof here, I want to kind of border off a few chests in here later on. To still somehow keep a similar style to our other buildings, let's extend in a bit of composters up here for our roof. And mainly because these allow you to open chests below them. And since I do want to try to keep myself organized in this world, this is where I'm going to be bringing in a few chests here to store mining materials in. And we'll extend these up 4 blocks because, well, the roof allows for it because we're using composters. On the back here, we'll just cover that with some dark oak trap doors all of the way down, and you're not going to see much out of or into these windows, but they're here because this side looks really flat otherwise. Temporary a few dirt blocks here before while we extend in our hoppers, and we'll do that just like that. 2 copper blocks, and eventually I have to wax these, but for now they'll be unwaxed. Then up here as our pipes, we're going to be using acacia later on, and I want to be able to send all of the stuff I mine up from the mine by a water system, and it's gonna end up in these 3 chests that I can then sort into this. Yep, that's a lot. But I did want to make an automated sorting system for like cobblestone, deep slate, and all of that stuff, but there just wasn't enough space in this building, so we're going without it. And with the windows here, I do want to add in a little bit of shading, or I guess it's not really shading, I don't know what to call it, it's just a little bit of variation. These over here are super simple, just a couple of ladders. Did just realize I missed the thing up here, because I do want a spruce trapdoor line here as well. And over here, campfires up here that we can extinguish, hopefully. Yes. Then dark oak trapdoors on both of these dirt blocks for a few ladders on them. And because I think fences just adds a lot to the side of a building, I'm just gonna add some there. This side here just still looks like hot garbage, but let's leave that for a little later. I have a few visitors down here, but let's start adding in a copper silo instead of caring about them for now. And we'll add a line of copper blocks or another line of copper, and of course even more copper on that, and then even a little bit of more copper and a little more copper on top as well to finish that up. Then I do want to let this age down so it becomes blue, because right now it's just mixing very well with the building. And I think the time has come to deal with my very pesky neighbors here, or intruders maybe. But with that small distraction out of the way, I'm thinking this for the pipe layout. I will start slightly reinforcing this, and like I mentioned previous, I do want our pipes to be acacia here, so that's why we're reinforcing with acacia. Then we can go ahead and remove our little support here that made it very easy to place all of these blocks. And for the first time, I'll be using a hanging sign right up here. It's just a perfect match, honestly. And also, can I just click on this and oh my god, listen to the sign. And everything that comes in there should end up down here. Perfect. Next up, I decided to create a bit of an outdoor working area, closed in by some tuff and a fence, also adding in a crane to lift materials from the mine up to the storage. And for now, I'll finish this off here with a simple little doorway. Just be making this one a really big one because, well, they are going to be bringing in a lot of rocks and stuff here, so it makes a lot of sense to have a big door. And I also went ahead and finished off a way up here, since I do need to be getting up here, and I thought a ladder would be fitting. And well, the crane is to bring the stuff up because there's no actual walkway up there. And oh, and I've actually missed to gather up a few blocks here, so I need to head down into the mines and find some smooth basalt. And I do have an amethyst right over here at the end of my tunnel. Yep, and here we have it. And I just need like 16 of this. It's not that many, but I do need them. And I need some andesite because, well, I forgot to gather that as well. And when I started this tower foundation here, I noticed that I'm probably going to need a little more basalt, but it's fine because we'll just start extending this up now. Start adding in a little bit of andesite here before we almost fully switch over to andesite here on this floor. Before we go around with a layer of spruce first, then some spruce logs on top of this. And this tower here is going to be really resembling my starter base. And well, I do want to keep that building style going really, so I'm going to try to incorporate it here. And of course, it wasn't the only thing I forgot because now I need a little more moss as well. Uh-oh, my PC just crashed. Let's load up Minecraft and see if it's fine. Please, I don't want to have to build everything again. Yes, okay. Ooh, okay. I don't know why, but my PC just died. I should probably look into that. Place 2 of the fences in each corner here. From fence to fence, we grab our moss and extend that across. Then in front of this, we go in with our dark oak and continue adding this on all the way up here and then all the way back on the other side. Another line or 2 lines here of some moss, and then finishing the top off with a few mossy cobblestone slabs. This eventually will be an entrance, but we'll fix that in a bit. Now next up, let's grab our coarse dirt and our spruce slabs and quickly clean this up here. Then in between these 2 buildings here, I do really want to add in another walkway, just because they do look really sick. Something this for the stone part, and then some spruce trap doors. And to border it off from the actual walkway, let's add in a double line here, leaving the 3 block gap here in the middle, and then continuing on this side. Then oak across here for our walls, just like we did on the starter base, because, well, yes, I don't really have a reason. It fit well. Where we don't have windows, we'll add in dark oak trap doors to start off the roof. And then come in with our slabs all across this, because yet again, just like in the first episode, I don't want this roof to be too tall. And I did actually notice that I have forgotten a trapdoor right here. I need to spend a little more time polishing this build still. And well, I need to also hook this up. I have something a little more pressing to do first. For this, I'm going to need a lectern. And I need to cut down like 1 or maybe 2 of these trees, to be fair. We'll start off with 1. Maybe that's enough. Okay, but in this building, I have 2 Fletchers, which I can trade these sticks for a few emeralds. And I do know that I have 1 villager over, but I'm not sure about 2. But luckily, there's some cows and horses out here, so I can get a little bit of leather, because I need to make a few books. And now you've probably figured out where I'm going with this, but I need mending, because, well, look at my fortune pickaxe. Mending, yes, and for 10. yoink. For now, I actually only do need 2 books, so I'll be back for you later. And that didn't take too long, only 76 tries. Oh, and also, getting mending wasn't what I needed to do. But I needed the mending book to mine. One second. Running all the way through my house now, up the stairs in the tower, because I placed the anvil up here so that we can apply mending to this guy and mending to this one as well. Then out of my house here, over to the mine, because, well, I need to get myself some diamond armor, because I have a pair of diamond boots, but I need the rest of my armor to be diamond as well, and enchanted. Oh, no, minecart, no. It would have been pretty cool had I not crouched. Okay, already hitting our first diamonds, or diamond, maybe, but I'm gonna need a lot more than that. Oh, no, there's another one. Perfect. Alright, so now I got 12 diamond ore. Not really how many I wanted, but I had to go help Gutty with something. We built the boots. It might still be enough to get myself full diamond armor with fortune. Starting off good. We need 24. Yes. Okay, good. I want to make a brand new set of completely full diamond armor. And now comes the annoying part, as I'm going to need to enchant all of this. And we're getting protection on the first one. So down into the cave we go. And let's put this protection on our leggings. Aha. Well, we'll add unbreaking later, I guess. Well, I messed up. I finished up the mine here, but my recording completely messed up. Somehow I managed to uncheck or change a value with my bitrate, and well, it's so pixely that I don't even want to show it. But don't you worry, I have a few screenshots and a few words to show it. So I connected up this pipe right here to this underground chest and these water lines as well. This chest and these water lines will be bringing my ores all the way up to these chests, which I can then sort into my mining storage. Also, I connected the mine up using a path to the starter base on a stream, and don't mind flying. My armor also isn't fully done yet, but I'm gonna keep working on that a little bit between videos, as it's just very boring. But that was the final thing I wanted to do for this mine, so it's all done. But I'm very low on stream projects at the moment, so terraforming I'm going to do on stream over the next couple of weeks. We have now survived 120 days in this hardcore world, and I see no end in sight. So thank you so very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Ooh, wow, wee wah. And oh.